Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Cop Council. How are we all? Hopefully, all of you are having a fantastic day wherever you are around the world. And welcome to the match preview show for the Chelsea game on Sunday. It is a big game. If we want to retain our Premier League trophy. And of course, I am joined by Mr. Douglas Horn from the Dugout Football Channel. Doug, how you doing, mate?
I'm very, very good, thank you. I hope you're doing well as well. It's been a bit quiet today, hasn't it? It's been a bit quiet. Nothing's happened. Nothing's happened. Like 4 o'clock comes, and like we make our like second signing in the summer. It's 5-6 o'clock later. We basically get the news that we're making our third signing. And then about 8-9 o'clock, we're getting told that our fourth signing is going to be made as well. It's been mental.
It's been a quiet day. I don't know what you're talking about. It's been totally quiet. There's been nothing going on today in terms of Liverpool Football Club. Everything's been dead. We've been looking forward to talking about this game. There's been no signings. Of course, we're speaking crap. Transfers have gone absolutely crazy today. And we will be talking a little bit at the start about it. We will be talking about, of course, Thiago Alcantara and other people as well that could potentially be coming to Liverpool. So, please stay tuned for that. But of course, as well, guys, please go and check out Doug. So close to 500 subscribers right now. So please, his links in the video description down below. Please go and make that possible. 500 subscribers. I want to see at least an improvement by the end of the stream on Doug's channel. I want to see it. So please go and follow Doug, the Dugout Football Channel. But first, come and subscribe to me. Doug's gonna hate me for this for the entire video. But if you could do me the massive favor, please give this video a like. Massively appreciate it if you could do so. And also as well, if you're new to the Cop Council, then please hit the subscribe button and don't forget to enable notifications because YouTube do not like notifications. There you go. They absolutely despise notifications, even though it's a part of their software. So, it's one of these things, isn't it? But let's say hello to a few of you guys in here as well. Finn, I'm going to pronounce Finn because I don't want to butcher your name. But Finn finally couldn't wait for the program to start. Thank you, mate. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. Data is in Jota next. We will be talking about a certain Jota very, very soon. Liz is in. How are you, Liz? Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. Data says hi to Liz as well. Mark is in. How are you, Mark? Hopefully you're having a fantastic day, my friend.
All right, Mark.
Finn also says, what a day. Yes, what a day. It's been an absolutely fantastic day. Mark says hi to Liz. Liz says hi to Data. Oh, someone's in Doug's room. Liz says Mark Forrest, and Mark also says already follow you both. So there we go. Mark already follows us both. So thank you for that, Mark. But yeah, as you can see on screen right now anyway, for you guys, of course, everyone's talked about Thiago Alcantara. And yes, he is officially now a Liverpool player. Of course, him confirming it on Twitter. This is Anfield, challenge accepted, and then him then walking out to Anfield, which looks absolutely superb. And I could probably guess that's going to be on a few people's walls in a couple of days' time. But Doug, what an unbelievable signing it has been for Thiago Alcantara and Liverpool in general, in getting such a caliber player into the team. How are you feeling about Thiago signing finally for Liverpool?
Absolutely buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. I said this on my video earlier. I said this is probably one of the biggest transfers in the club's history. When you think of the players that we have signed, Fernando Torres, Luis Suarez, yes, they were proven. Yes, they were fantastic. But the fact that we've managed to buy a world-class midfielder, probably one of the best in the world. He was man of the match in the Champions League final. He's come through the Barcelona youth ranks. Went to Bayern Munich as well. To get that player of a calibre as such as Thiago Alcantara, I think is absolutely fantastic. And I even said he could be our new Xabi Alonso because of the passing, because of the movement, because of all the trickery and all the the skills that he's got. He could be potentially our new Xabi Alonso. The other thing is we've been crying out for a creative midfielder, and we've got one, and for £20 million plus £5 million in add-ons. I mean, that's £5 million per year.
It's a steal.
It's
crazy, and like you say, £5 million per year for Thiago. Yeah. That's crazy. I think everyone can say that Liverpool are they're the best at doing business, and that for me is probably the best business for a world class midfielder anyway. In that aspect of things, absolutely crazy pricing and things like this for Thiago. But of course, as well, there's been some other news today. Two people have mentioned him, and that is Diego Jota. As you can see on screen right now, Paul Joyce tweeted out saying Liverpool launched shock bid for Jota after signing Thiago. I know that me and Doug, we were in a Skype call and we were just talking about Thiago with Jack Mack and things like this, and we were both talking about practically that's all we were talking about was Thiago. And then all of a sudden we literally see everyone then talking about Jota then, and that being that's going to be our new signing yet again.
Yeah,
it's been a crazy day. Apparently the deal is worth around £35 million, and apparently it's going to be 3.5 million in add-ons as well, which takes it up to 38.5 million in terms of fees and that. So absolutely fantastic signing if it does happen. Of course, nothing is confirmed yet, but Fabrizio Romano saying the personal terms are agreed. Jota and Liverpool are happy. Now it's all about Wolves and Liverpool. Can they get the agreement done? But Doug, Jota, I know that we've been talking about Imla Sarr forever, and we've been talking we needed backup for the front three. Is Jota that great signing to help the front three this season?
I think he's better than Sarr. I think he's better, Premier League proven. As Sarr, for as much as we obviously like him, etc., I think £40 million for a Championship player is way too much. The fact that we're getting Jota, a Premier League proven player since he's come into the Premier League, Portuguese, he scored 8 goals with his left foot. He scored 8 goals with his right foot. So that is just something fantastic. But I'm absolutely delighted because, obviously, we all know about, Keanu Hoover, obviously going to Wolves. I wish him well. Yeah. I wish him well. But Michael Edwards, get this guy a statue beside Jurgen Klopp outside Anfield. This guy is the best sporting director in world football. How he's managed to get £10 million plus add-ons for Keanu Hoover for a player that we bought for 90k, 90 grand. The guy managed to get £20 million for Dominic Solanke. It's just incredible. But I'll tell you something, Diego Jota, I'm very excited by this because it gives more sort of freedom to Mane. It gives more freedom to Salah. And obviously, you got Bobby Firmino, and obviously Minamino for the striking role as well. So it's a cracking signing. It's all but done basically. Obviously, it looks like fees agreed. It looks like medical will be done. So could be an announcement tomorrow. But I have to say this deal came from absolutely nowhere. And I can honestly say the first time I saw it last night was from that Indicalia page, and you told me that it was bullshit. That's what you said to me, and then it just started to gather pace about 5 o'clock, and I'm like, what? So it's been an incredible day. It's been an absolute incredible day. So basically we will remember this day for a long, long time.
Yeah, and thank you as well for calling me out, even though that was between us two on friggin' Messenger.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yes, I did say that. Jota deal But, it was out of the blue. None of us
Yeah.
secured anything all summer. Jota was not being mentioned by anyone. Melissa Reddy, James Pearce, no one. And again, friggin' Michael Edwards and Jurgen Klopp doing a Fabinho-style transfer in that aspect of things. And they've done it perfectly yet again.
Yeah, again.
If I quickly show the tweet that Fabrizio Romano did say, of course, saying that Liverpool have reached an agreement on personal terms with Diogo Jota after quick contacts today with his agent. He's ready to sign it until June 2025. So, of course, 5-year deal and other things like this as well. So, again, fantastic signing, of course. Don't get me wrong. They've done an absolute brilliant thing in Jota today.
Yeah.
And I know that we were all a little bit worried and a bit critical of Liverpool's transfer activities, this year. But by God, how long do you change that within 24 hours? It's crazy.
It's what I said. It's what I said to you basically earlier. We remain quiet all summer long, and then get Thiago, and then boom. In the words of Jurgen Klopp, boom. Basically, we just decide to do some transfer business. Yeah, I mean, look, I honestly think Jota is a cracking signing. I think he is a cracking signing. I think, looking at his age, he's only 23, maybe 24 in December, I think. Or is he? He's either 23 or 24. Don't get me wrong, but
he's 23.
I think he's. Is he 23? So he's 24. He's 24 in December. This guy's more Premier League proven than Ismaila Sarr. And he can play. He can score with both feet. He's very, very quick as well. And do you know what? He likes to run at players as well. So, but do you know what? People said the same about Mane, that he wasn't consistent enough when he was at Southampton. People are saying that now about Jota at Wolves. Look what Jurgen Klopp did to Mane. If Jurgen Klopp can do that to Mane, he can definitely do it to Jota.
Well, it's like I think I said this to you earlier on. The amount of players now that Jota will be learning from, like Mane, like Salah, like Jurgen, like off Jurgen Klopp. He's going to be so much better. On one-on-ones, team play and other things like this. Overall, Jota is going to be superb for Liverpool, and I also agree with you. I think that was the major thing. I think that for Klopp anyway, was the fact that Jota can play with both feet. I think Sarr is a very one-footed player. I think we saw that at Anfield, where I think he missed like 2 opportunities. So I think that for me is a perfect reason why he has signed him. But let's read a few of your comments in, because I can see there's a load of people in here tonight. Thank you to everyone that has commented. I will try and read out all of your comments. And if you have any questions as well about any transfers or anything, then feel free to put them in. Finn says, I'm sure he's the first. He is LFC's first high-profile player we've ever signed. I would say no. I would agree with Mark here. I'd say Alisson, because Alisson had wrote his name in Europe. The season before. So I'd say Alisson is the only one in recent history anyway. Liz also said Thiago is class signing. The FSG out fans can suck it. Absolutely. Jackson, how are you, Jack? Hopefully you have a fantastic day. Absolutely bargain. Yep. If you're talking about Thiago, he is a bargain. Data says the cop needs a Thiago song now. Yep. There's going to be one when fans are back allowed in. Or even before. Mark says, yep, will be good too. I think that's with Jota. Let me slide down the comments, because there's a load of them. Jota is only 23, boss signing. Says Liz. Jack also says Jota would be a quality signing. Yes, he would. Nothing but Reds is in. How are you, Kyle? Hopefully having a fantastic day. This last 24 hours has been absolutely lovely. You never walk alone. It has been lovely. It's been absolutely phenomenal. It's just been one mad rush over the last 24 hours.
Can I Can I
Oh,
just
go on.
say? Can I just say to Kyle, if he is watching, congratulations on 1K subscribers. Totally deserved. Yeah, just keep up the good work. What you're doing at Nothing But Reds. Honestly, you're doing an absolutely fantastic job, and we will have you. I will have you on my channel very soon. I will get in touch with you. I have been meaning to contact you, but things have just been so busy. But I will contact you. But very well done, mate.
Yeah, and I echo those words as well. To be awfully honest, though, as well, things have been mental lately. Just one mad rush. But yeah, KL says Mark Goldbridge cry today after Thiago signed for Liverpool. He's probably going to cry a lot more because Man United, they can't buy anyone right now. And it's like I said in Doug's stream, that's all they can do is buy a pack of crisps right now. That is literally the only thing they can buy. But Mark says, yeah, I saw that too. Liz says, Nothing But Reds. It's so good. Yeah, it is. Kyle also says Klopp and Edwards will be buried at Anfield. Maybe.
Maybe.
They'll definitely have their statues there for sure. Liz says Edwards is a damn genius. He's like Iron Man with Avengers. He's just super smart. But Data also says Goldbridge will rage if Sancho don't sign for them. I think he's already done that, hasn't he? Hasn't he already raged?
Yeah.
Jack is in as well. How are you, Jack? Hopefully you're having a fantastic rest of your day because, of course, me, you, and Doug were in a Skype call for about 2 hours. So, we're all having a laugh in there as well. Finn says Jota better than Sarr and 2-footed 2. Also, Sarr is Africa, meaning AFCON. He will be missing, not forgetting no backup for Salah and Mane. Yeah, that's true.
That's a very good point.
Now we don't have that now in that aspect of things, because I know a lot of people were a bit iffy on that situation because of leaving it with Takumi Minamino and Divock Origi as well. So Jota for me, fantastic person for that as well. Mark says, "Yep, Jack, how are you doing?" Liz says, "Oh my God, Douglas cursed on air. He's very excited. Did you curse?"
Oh yeah. I said ba. Yeah.
Yeah, you did. See, this is what transfers do. It brings out the worst in Douglas. Liz says Jack Mack higher to Jack. Data says Simicas, Thiago, and Jota probably signing soon, and the transfer window is still open. More incomings. We will get onto that. There are a few more people that are being mentioned. KL says, can someone tell me this mean no, FIFA 21 is coming out in October, but Paul Pogba got positive for COVID-19.
Okay. I know FIFA's coming out in October, but Paul Pogba
it's coming out.
Paul Pogba isn't even on the cover. I think it's Mbappe, isn't it?
Yeah, it is Mbappe. Yeah, strange. Let us know what you mean by that. Jack says Jota can play through the middle too. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Can play attack in mid. I think I said this to you off air. I think Doug, I do think Klopp is going to change system now. I think 4-2-3-1 is looking more and more likely. Due to it. So it could be a thing. Like we could play 4-2-3-1 for the Champions League, and then 4-3-3 in the Premier League. Be a bit more defensive in the Champions League and go for the counter attack like we was back in 17-18 when we went so close to being European champions that year as well. Data says he won't have COVID in FIFA 21. Has Pogba been tested positive? Is this a new thing?
I don't know what he's meaning, to be honest.
Let us know. Let us know in the comments. Finn also says last 3 seasons for Jota, 17 goals and 5 assists in 17-18, 10 goals and 1 assist in 18-19, 16 goals and 4 assists last season as well. Thank you, Finn.
That's not bad.
For the stats. That is very good.
Someone actually messaged me earlier to like on Twitter, and it basically said Adrian, Matip, Shimikas, Molnar, Ox, Origi, Jota. That's an incredible bench for all different options. I have to say, the way we're buying players now is getting squad depth.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that to me is fantastic.
It is for sure. Also got Liz says congratulations, Kyle, and nothing but Reds. Mark also says still think we will get a load of kids. Don't think we will. We're currently trying to offload the kids. That's the thing. Pitesh, I think that's how you say it. Says Jota boys, and he also also said Connor sexier than Allison. I'm not. I'll happily admit that. I will fully admit that. I am totally not. Kale says we need a new goalkeeper. No, we don't. No, we don't. And then Jackal said, I was sad to see Adam Lallana go. Yeah, it was a sad day, but it was necessary, I think, because realistically, you think about it now, we've got rid of Adam Lallana to get Thiago,
Yeah.
So it is a bit saddening like this as well. But if I can quickly find it, then I'll happily show you it. But yeah, honestly, guys, today has just been crazy with terms of transfers and just things that have, well, we didn't expect this today. Fully on, we expected, we expected Thiago to be done today because, of course, last night everything else was done in terms of fee and personal terms and everything like this. But we never, ever, ever expected, the likes of Jota to be named and other bits and pieces as well. And it just shows how much a transfer window can be changed within a space of 24 hours. And Doug, were you a bit worried in some aspects of things that Liverpool weren't going to do the business this year? Did you think that of course all the mainstream pundits have said that we were going to struggle with not getting any signings, which was a bit hilarious. I know me and you had a real laugh about. But yeah, like what is your overall thought process of the signings so far?
Can I be honest with you? Like this whole transfer window, I've just been remaining calm. I'm not one of the ones that like gets really angry on social media and like calls for FSG out because you haven't spent on players, etc. But no, I'm not like one of them. And anyway, the FSG outers have basically been diminished from planet Earth anyway. So yeah. But I have to say, I've actually been very calm over this transfer window. I basically waited patiently. Obviously, waited patiently over the Shimikas as well. We waited patiently over him. Thiago, we've had to wait patiently for them. And then just ever since now, Jota, which has come from, as we say, has come from absolute nowhere. But apparently his dream move is Liverpool. So, you're not gonna let him not go to Liverpool. And anyway, I think obviously it's a bit ironic that he's actually leaving Liverpool when Wolves actually announced that their third kit was basically the Portugal home kit.
Yeah,
That's their third kit, which I find very funny. But I suppose it's still got that Fabio Silva as well. But interestingly enough, Jota didn't actually play against Sheffield United, and he didn't actually play in the cup defeat to Stoke City. So there was then wee murmurs that maybe he was on his way out. But to be fair, he's been a very good servant for Wolves. But no, to be honest with you, I've just remained calm over the whole thing. I don't know about you. Like anytime I've done a stream, anytime I've done a potential signing, I'm like, just remain calm. Michael Edwards is fantastic at what he does. So I trust Jurgen Klopp. I trust Michael Edwards, and boy, Michael Edwards. I mean, if that obviously due to everything that's going on at the moment, but I'll tell you what. If I was living in Liverpool near Michael Edwards, he would get a big drink because the guy has done absolute wonders to get Thiago in. he's even, to get Jota in for what has to be said, 38.5 million, which I think is really, really good price for like a player who's in the Premier League as well.
Yeah.
And then I suppose we will come on to the other one, who is a Schalke defender who, let's be honest, I've never heard of. But
well, that is the next story that was literally going to come out of my mouth next, was the fact that Liverpool are about to maybe look at another signing. It's a bit iffy at the minute. It looks very promising. I want to say promising, but yeah, as you can see on screen right now, I couldn't find or I couldn't think of the guy that tweeted it out, but this is like
Konstantin Ekner.
That's who it was. And this is realistically anyway what he tweeted out anyway, saying Liverpool want to sign a centre back and have identified Ozan Kabak as well as Diego Carlos as two players that they are interested in. The reason why we're laughing at Kabak is because we had a little bit of a joke, about Kabak's name, which we're not gonna say it. It's nothing bad, but like if you have a drunk night out, what do you have when you come back? That's all I'm gonna say about it. But it's fantastic that if Liverpool are looking for a centre back, as well, as adding to it. It's like I said. I think that Liverpool have robbed the bank in the last 24 hours. Which it's not a surprise. It's not a surprise if that is the case. But also as well, let us know as well your thoughts in the comment section down below as well. I want everyone in the comments right now, or whoever's watching anyway, rank the signings. So I want you to say the name, and I want you to give them an A, B, or C rating. So obviously Thiago, A for me, Jota, an A as well, and Kabak, if he was to sign, probably, well, I would say an A, or B, but Kale said Bayern, and he said it quite perfectly. Bayern 8, Schalke 0 in the Bundesliga. He's just conceded 8 goals. So,
oh my gosh!
I seen that on Twitter when I was searching up that thing.
Oh my god! I said 3-0 for that. I was being kind to Schalke. Jesus,
it's terrible. But let me read out a few more comments. But grade the signings anyway, or give it out of 10 anyway. What you would give anyway. But Jack says club legend though. I think that was with Adam Lallana. I would rate Adam Lallana as a club legend.
Yeah, I would as well.
Well, he signed. What was it, back in 2014? For Liverpool. So I'd class him as a legend for sure, because he did fantastic. If you always remember Jurgen Klopp's first ever game, Adam Lallana completely falls apart because he worked so hard in that game, and that just showed his commitment towards Liverpool Football Club for sure. Finn says, I love the squad depth. As from October to February, we'll be playing a game after every 3 days. Yeah, exactly. So major rotation that will be needed for sure. Jack says, Gareth Bale to Spurs, good move or no? No, in my personal opinion. 20, because I think if I'm correct anyway, they are spending £20 million just on one loan fee, which is a bit much in my personal opinion. What are your thoughts, Doug?
Well, Bale, it's great to see him back in the Premier League. Don't get me wrong. He is injured till November. I've just found that out. I've just found that out now. He is injured till November. So Spurs fans will have to wait a wee while to see him.
There you go.
I have to say, yes, for like playing wise, but to spend 20 million on a loan is absolutely ridiculous. Actually, no. That's not the worst signing for Spurs. It's that Reguilon.
Oh yeah.
£30 million, 30 million euros that they've had to spend. So that's like 27 million. But the buyback clause is 35 to 40 million. So basically, Real Madrid could basically phone up Spurs in the next 2 years and be like, "Oh yeah, we want Sergio Reguilon back. Oh, we'll give you 35 million." Then he basically is out the door. They can get him back for peanuts. It's absolutely ridiculous.
again, like Spurs, great business, like a fantastic business, and this is why Spurs will never challenge for a Premier League trophy because they do terrible business.
Small club mentality.
Mm,
I hate to say that, but it is small club mentality.
Data says, guys, I have to go. Love the show. See you soon. See you soon, Data. Hopefully, have a fantastic rest of your day. Mark says, well, goodbye as well to Data. Liz says, have a great night, all. Happy New Year. It's Jewish New Year today. Oh, if there's any Jewish people in here, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Kay also says, Barca, we're trying to get Mane. Good luck with that.
No, Perek. No way, Jose. James Pearce was asked this in an interview with The Athletic the other day. What do you think of the Salah to Barcelona rumour? And he says it is the biggest load of absolute rubbish he has ever heard. Barcelona are cash strapped, so how on earth are they going to be able to afford Mohamed Salah and Sadio Mane? You'd have to pay in excess, probably 500 million for the two of them. So to answer your question, no.
Yeah, and you can tell that you've annoyed Doug because Doug does the rant, and Doug, it's a factual rant as well. So
yeah.
But yeah, Finn also says to say FSG out was going to be outrageous, but not signing anyone was going to be hard for us because of using the same squad for 3 seasons, and rivals had figured us out by silencing our wing backs. Yeah, well, now you've got the depth of Thiago, and he can find a ball anyway. Jordan Henderson can do it, but I think Thiago can do it even better than Jordan Henderson in that aspect of things. So, time will tell realistically what Liverpool do. But Matty says as well, I think Liverpool think it's deadline day right now. Maybe, Matty. They probably do think it is transfer deadline day. Well, it's been a fantastic day for us anyway for transfer days. Both as for me. Jack says T as well. I don't know what that's for. Pritesh says, not sure what you're doing after a night out, Connor, but I'd be adult wrestling after a night out. Oh, that's when I said about what you would get after. Yeah, I know what you mean by that, but
yeah.
That's not what I meant. Marty says, Thiago A, Simicus C. C for Simicus, wow.
C.
And Jota a B. Probably because we haven't really seen a lot of Simicus yet, anyway, in that aspect of things. So,
although he's back in the squad. I do believe he's back in the squad for Chelsea.
True, that is true. We should buy Raul from Wolves. No, Raul Jimenez, good player, fantastic player.
Great player, but he wouldn't fit our system.
Yeah, no. Mo's in as well. How are you, Mo? Hopefully you're having a fantastic day, mate. Greetings. You never walk alone. You never walk alone to you as well, mate. Also says Thiago rating A, Simicus A, because he has good Champions League experience. That is true. Obviously, actually, he knocked out Arsenal. Well, not him by himself, but he did knock out Arsenal of the Europa League. So, just saying.
Yeah.
Sorry to Diesel or any of Claude and the Bands if they're watching, because we're actually good friends with them. But yeah, we had to mention that. Finn also says, ranking Thiago A, Simicus B, Jota A, because his numbers are high. Kabak a C, conceded 8 goals just now, coming in as a 4th choice. Exactly. Like, it's a risk, realistically. I think we both agree in that aspect of things. Jag says, Raglion is amazing, though. He is good, but it's just terrible business by Tottenham for sure, in my personal opinion anyway. Seamus Moore's in as well. How are you, Seamus? Hopefully having a fantastic day, my friend. Yeah, nice to see you in here. Well, he says, when is a Super Cup day on? Good guess. Ooh. Don't know. Ooh. If we're not in it, I don't care. That's the thing. I think.
Who is it? Bayern Munich
and Sevilla.
Bayern Munich, Sevilla.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think it's at the end of October, isn't it?
Hang on. I'll check now for you, Peter.
Yeah, Doug will check, but let's read some more comments. Seaman says Thiago is finally a Liverpool player. Yes, he is, mate. He is finally a Liverpool player. Of course, if any of you guys haven't seen my reaction of Thiago being signed or Doug's, then please go and check that out. It is on both of our channels from today. When is it?
September the 24th.
Ah, so there you go then. That's a week away, isn't it?
That's a week on. Oh gosh.
Try to work out dates.
Thursday.
Well, there you go. Matty says Tsimikas only a C because he hasn't seen too much of him, and a B for Jota, as the price of 35 million is quite hefty. Yeah, or hefty. Yeah. To be fair, I think it is a very good price for a quality player. In my opinion, anyway. Is Daka coming to Liverpool? No.
I've heard.
It's an interesting one because I think he'll stay at Salzburg for this season, and then potentially Liverpool will look at him next year. But I don't think this year will be a thing.
Could we potentially do like an Naby Keita deal about that?
Maybe. But I think Liverpool would just prefer to buy him now and then have him in the squad.
Yeah.
In my personal opinion, anyway. But Matty says 24th or 23rd of September is Super Cup date. I think, of course, Doug did say it, but thank you, Matty, for saying it. And Patesh says would love Connor Cody back, but doubt he would play second fiddle to Gomez. Yeah. That's the thing. Connor Cody would be a fantastic signing, but it is that, isn't it? It's the fact that we don't know realistically, what he would settle for, because at the minute he's captain of Wolves. He's the number one centre back realistically in that three for Wolves at the moment. So it is a bit of a thing. Maybe he would like to come and play for Klopp. I think everyone would, but yeah, it is that question at the moment anyway, for sure. But let's actually get on then to the actual topic of this video, and that is the Chelsea preview. We've been going for 40 minutes. We've been talking about transfers. So we need to get on, and we need to talk about the game on Sunday, because it is a huge, huge game against Chelsea. Of course, potential title rivals for this season. I say potential because who knows, if you've got Kepa Arrizabalaga in your goal, you're going to concede a lot of goals. So, that's an interesting thing. But, Doug, I know that we've talked about Kepa. We talked about him 2 months ago when we played him. And that. Do you think, his time at Chelsea is coming to an end?
Yes. quite simple, yes. Oh, gosh, 71.8 million. Where on earth are Chelsea thinking of getting Kepa? Look, I know he's young and that, but he's conceded the most goals from outside the box. I think it's like 19 goals since he's come to Chelsea. True. That is way, way too much for a Chelsea goalkeeper. And if you saw the Brighton game the other night, he should save Trossard's goal, because it's literally straight at him. It basically dives right over the ball. So, to be honest, I mean, I think he's going to be in goal for the game on Sunday, though, because I do believe that the Edouard Mendy deal is in the pipeline, but it's not been done yet, and apparently, so that's not done. So, now that obviously Kepa's in goal, I am feeling quite quietly confident, I do think Kepa's career at Chelsea is over. But the thing is, I've been saying this quite pretty well now, that Chelsea's midfield and attack is looking very, very good, but defensively and the goalkeeper, they're still the same. They're rubbish. They're rubbish because defensively they're absolutely shocking. And Rudiger, for as much as he's a very, very good defender, he's a liability.
Well, you look at it at like Chelsea at the minute, they remind me like a huge amount of Liverpool back in 2017. We had a fantastic front three, the front three that we currently still have. We had a good midfield, and then the defense and the goalkeeper were a car crash, because it was god awful. And until we changed because practically you look at that the back four, the first game of the season against Watford, I think it was believed at that time, and then you look at it the last day, it's a completely different back four. We play.
Yeah.
I think it was Mignolet was in goal. It was Klein, Lovren, Matip,
Oh
and
gosh.
and Alberto Moreno as well. Towards the end, it was Karius. All right, still
Oh.
Karius. Like, Trent. Still Joel Matip. Yeah, Virgil van Dijk and Andy Robertson. So there was a change there, and that last 6 months of that season, we were fantastic in some aspects. So it just proves that having a better goalkeeper and a better defense helps. But the other thing, for me anyway, that I'm perfectly confident for anyway going into this weekend, and as you can see on screen right now, Liverpool, of course, Liverpool Echo, reporting on the game. As you can see, if I highlight, the bit by here, can I highlight this? No, I can't. Oh yeah, I can. There we go. Sometimes it'll allow me, sometimes it won't. But never mind. Well, it won't work for some reason. But yeah, as you can see, with it, Thiago Silva, Hakeem Ziyech, and Ben Chilwell. I have to say that correctly, otherwise Dag will kill me. Chilwell will all miss the match, while Christian Pulisic is also absent, having made quite the impact from the bench at Anfield 2 months ago. Anyway, so 3 of the brand new signings, Doug, have not made it into the starting 11 yet again because of injuries. It's either injuries or not match fit because of of course them coming from different areas, from France and other things like this. Is there already advantage Liverpool before even a ball is kicked? Because in my opinion, Liverpool, we have our signings, potentially, Thiago Alcantara could feature against Chelsea. All the paperwork was done before 12 o'clock today, so he could be an option for Jurgen Klopp this weekend. So is there already 1-0 Liverpool in terms of mental game?
I think Pulisic is a big miss. I think Pulisic was absolutely fantastic at Anfield last season, and he caused so many problems. So I think not having him is vital. Ben Chilwell, to be honest, I don't really rate Ben Chilwell.
No.
Sorry, Anthony, if you're watching, but I think he said the same to me on when I was on Beyond the 90. They were saying that Ben Chilwell very good offensively, but defensively he's a liability. So Ziyech, it's a shame about Ziyech because I did like him in the Ajax team. I think he's going to be a good signing for Chelsea. If they play Havertz on the right again, then I'll be happy because that was probably one of the worst debuts I have seen in a long, long time in the Premier League. Maybe the £90 million mark is obviously a big factor. But the one that really scares me is Timo Verna.
Yes, Mr. Verna, the player that got away from our grasps, but then we ended up getting Thiago and Jota. That's kind of a plus side to it, but we did, of course, he is in the thumbnail of this video. We wasn't not going to put him in the thumbnail because he was the talk of the town for a big part of this channel, and he was. I thought he was going to be a Liverpool player. I'll be awfully honest with you. I thought it was a done deal, and the bloody German bastard broke my heart. But it's one of these things, isn't it? It's part of transfers. If he's not, realistically, we should all learn from Nabil Fekir. Until it is confirmed, sealed, done, dusted. Don't get excited. But yeah, I think I did say this in one of the videos. I think that realistically, I think that he is the number one target to get this summer, and I thought he was. Probably I'll change it now to Thiago because we've got him at the end of the day. But he was one of the players to get in the summer. And to be fair, if he has a bad game, because he did say that he wasn't frightened of Brighton's defenders, but he was a bit taken back by how physical they were. You have Virgil van Dijk to play against in a couple of days. It's like, if you can't get past, and this is no disrespect neither, if you can't get past Ben White, I love Ben White. I think he would have been perfect backup for Liverpool. But if you can't get past him, how on earth are you going to get past Virgil van Dijk? You know, it's going to be it reminds me right now of Jamie Carragher versus Drogba right now.
Yeah.
Of course, different caliber of players, but like I think Virgil's a better defender than Carragher, and I think that Drogba is a better striker than Verna. But you know, it's got that kind of like feeling to it. Then in that aspect, is that the same for you? Do you get that little flashback?
Yeah, I certainly do. Actually, can I just say I wasn't impressed with Chelsea the other night. I didn't think they played. I didn't think they played well against Brighton. I thought Brighton played very, very well. I thought they really caused Chelsea a lot of problems. I tell you, the player that Chelsea have let go really, really too soon, I think, is that Tariq Lamptey. I thought he was absolutely tremendous for Brighton the other night, and he's England are going to have so many options at right back. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Darwin Wan-Bissaka, there's Lamptey. Goodness me.
They've got options.
Say, they have options, yeah. I was very impressed with Brighton, and Chelsea will have to improve a lot because, again, I still think they're suspect at the back. The back. And they look so open through the midfield as well. Like Lallana, Stevens, Trossard, they were getting through that midfield really, really easily. So that's something that would be very, very confident for me as well. If they're so open through midfield, then our midfield are going to have a field day.
Yeah, absolutely. And guys, let us know your thoughts as well in the comment section about anything that you want to talk about with Chelsea and Liverpool anyway. But Seema says with Thiago, will Klopp change to a 4-3-2-1 potentially, or 4-2-3-1? I think that's what you meant to say. Yeah, I think he will definitely change for that anyway. Finn says, is Brewster leaving really good for the club?
That's gone quiet again.
Yeah, it's gone quiet, but I would say just expect maybe some news with Brewster coming out in the next couple of days. That's what I would say anyway. But fingers crossed that isn't the case. Fingers crossed he is staying at Liverpool. Mark says as well, I hope not. Of course, I think he means with Brewster as well. Matty says, when we sign Jota, we should sell Grujic and Wilson 20 million each to make money back. Kiana will get us 10 million and add-ons when sold. So one thing I did want to say before we do move on, James Pearce did actually say there is more than 10 million quid, and it could be around 15 million that we get for Keanu Hoover. So that's even more. So, that's going to be fantastic business, if that is the case, in my opinion anyway. But Finn also says, fancy us against Chelsea because of Kepa and also injuries to start. Pulisic, who cares, who caused us problems last match in Project Restart. Thiago Silva, Ziyech and Chilwell. No REA. I think that's meant to be not they or whatever. Yeah, I'm just presuming that, unless it was just like YouTube, there wasn't enough space. I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? Matthew says, Havertz struggled to get into the game Chelsea in the Chelsea side last week, but we'll probably settle more on Sunday. I wonder if Barkley will play as he played well when he come on. Maybe, but then I think if, like what Doug said, I think if Havertz is more on the right than more in the middle, I think it's going to be best case scenario for Liverpool. Because realistically, you'll have Robbo and Van Dijk, practically keeping that side quiet as well. Of course, Van Dijk will probably be thinking more about Timo Verna, but Van Dijk will still be there monitoring Havertz as well with Robbo as well. Mark says, got to go. Great stream, guys. Thanks. See you later, Mark. Hopefully you have a fantastic rest of your day. Dave is in. How are you, Dave? Hopefully you're having a fantastic day, my friend. Of course, hello, David was streaming. He must have finished now. So, welcome in, Dave. Unbearables is in as well. How are you, Unbearables? Hopefully you have a fantastic day, mate. We've had a fantastic day. Mark also says, hello, Dave. Have a great night, guys. Thanks for all the streams. Thank you, Mark, for tuning in to the streams, because without you guys, we wouldn't be doing the streams. Dave also says Mark the legend as well, and then Mark says a lol, not at all. It's you guys that are. See you. We'll see you later, guys. Yeah, absolutely, mate. But Doug, I will ask you this: what is your starting 11 lineup for Liverpool versus Chelsea? Which I got a feeling we're gonna have very similar starting lineups.
Adrian.
Oh, stop it! Stop it!
No, I'm joking. Alisson Becker, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Joe Gomez, Virgil van Dijk, Andy Robertson, Fabinho, Naby Keita, Jordan Henderson, Salah, Mane, Firmino.
That's the freaking same team as I got. That's this. I was hoping you were going to say Wijnaldum, because I was like, oh, you might put Wijnaldum in, and then it's like, oh, you put Keita in, you bastard. It's me. I am. Doug copied off me, guys. He always copies off me. Like.
Excuse me?
No, I'm kidding. But yeah, obviously, Adrian, perfect goalkeeper, but doesn't make it into this squad. We're not having this like jokey debate. It's a no for me. But yeah, Alisson in goal, Trent Alexander-Arnold. Hopefully, he'll be better from last week as well, because he looked poor last week. Fingers crossed he's better. Joe Gomez, hopefully he's better as well. Hopefully Virgil van Dijk is better as well, and Andy Robertson, of course, as well. Having a book. Robbo's book is out.
Yeah.
If you guys have seen, Trent's tweet about buying all the books and putting in his boot, that's a quite funny tweet. So go and check that out. But yeah, I don't think Thiago will play any part of this game. He might be on the bench potentially, but I just don't think he's going to be in the starting 11 lineup. So yeah, for me, it's Fabinho, it's Naby Lad, and it's Jordan Henderson, and then the front three. Bobby Firmino, Mo Salah, Sadio Mane. Potentially, we could have Gini in the midfield, but I think Naby's just been superb again. Probably best midfielder throughout the Leeds game, and then, he got taken off then at 70 minutes, which I thought was a bit harsh in my personal opinion, but it is what it is. But I think that that is our best 11 anyway at the moment. Anyway, of course, Thiago will be coming into that. It's just who goes out. And realistically, it's like what some of you guys have said. Will Liverpool change system? That could be a potential thing. Of course, with Jota coming in as well and Thiago. So exciting times realistically for Liverpool. To be awfully honest with you, Dave says hashtag Jota with the eyes, the googly eyes, as we like to say. Finn also says, well, heard that Thiago was registered to play against Chelsea. Is it true? Also, a good for the team having them train for a week for Thiago to be playing against Chelsea. It is true. Thiago is registered. He can play. It's just, will he play? Because of course
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's one of these things where he's trained a little bit with Bayern Munich squad, but nothing realistically to what Liverpool are already up in terms of fitness wise. But of course, Thiago is a very fit player anyway, of course. Dave says, streaming and dreaming, baby. Absolutely, Dave. Unbearable says, if we can get a centre back in, will be our next window. Will be our next window. Best window. Yeah, best window since the 80s. Yeah, potentially. I would agree with that. Matty says, apparently Bale and Daniel Levy, owner of Spurs, are playing golf today. I seen that someone, I think of someone at a golf course, they took a screenshot and it had Gareth Bale and Daniel Levy on at like 2:15 this afternoon, which is just hilarious as well. Seema says Matip might get a start. He might, but I think it's best to keep with Joe Gomez because all the defense was terrible last week, apart from Andy Robbo. Hopefully they can all improve together as well. Oh, there we go. He said about if we can get a centre back in, it'll be our best window since the 80s. There we go. Dave also says, well, Lincoln will get assassinated by Liverpool midweek, especially if Thiago's playing, Dave. Especially if Thiago is playing. Also as well, Gareth bowled out of Madrid.
Oh, bailed out of Madrid.
Oh, no. And then Finn also says, I'm 100% certain that midfield three would be Fabinho, Hendo, Gini. Just as Klopp does in all big games, Keita will play in for Hendo. Potentially, that might be a potential thing. But Doug, of course, we've spoken about team news and things, I guess. What is your prediction for the game on Sunday?
Oh. Well, if
I
people
got
have
mine.
seen my Premier League predictions, they will know what my prediction is. But actually, having now thought through it again, my initial prediction was 1-1. Now, the fact that Mr. Arrizabalaga is in goal, I reckon we will win. So I'm going to go 2-1 Liverpool.
Ooh, only a 2-1?
Only a 2-1.
Only a 2-1. Funny enough, that was going to be my scoreline. But now I'm changing it because of the likes of all the new signings are out and the fact that practically their only threat at the minute are both Havertz and Verna. If we can shut them two up, I think it's going to be a very successful day for Liverpool. So I'm going to go 3-1 Liverpool. And I'm also going to go, Mo is going to get a goal again, because of course he's my captain in fantasy. So, he has to play.
Don't bloody rub it in.
I have to. It's the only leverage I have right now. But yeah, Mo, Sadio, and I'm also going to go, because Kepa Arrizabalaga is in, I'm going to go for Fabinho, because I think he's going to score an absolute worldie. And I think he's going to do it.
Good idea,
against Kepa. But yeah, and I also think as well, Timo Verna is going to get their goal. I think he's just going to get a goal just for the sake of it. But yeah, let us know your score predictions in the comments before we head off, because we have been going for nearly an hour. So, thank you to everyone that has viewed today's video. Of course, been a mental day with everything that's happened in terms of transfers and things like that. And we did talk a lot about transfers, but yeah, hopefully you guys have liked, us talking about Chelsea as well. Dave's going with a 2-1 Liverpool win. Agreeing with Doug. Finn says defense was bad last week because of all the international duty and had a little time together. Expect a good and solid defense. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that will be the case. Matty says we will face Arsenal. Arsenal or Leicester if we beat Lincoln. But we are going to beat them. Yeah, I personally. I'm saying this right now. I want Leicester because I want to knock out Anthony. That's the only reason. If Bayer's watching this, you better beat Arsenal. I swear to God. Make it happen. But Seamus says, well, 3-2 to Liverpool. Very exciting game then. Very exciting game. Matty's going with a 2-1 Salah and Bobby and a Jorginho penalty. Possibly. It's a possibility. And then Unbearables is going in 2-1 to Liverpool as well. So all Liverpool wins. Of course, Doug changing his mind, thankfully, to a Liverpool win. So, that's fantastic as well. But, final comment of the show. Finn says 3-0 Liverpool from a Trent free kick, Salah and Van Dijk. Would love that result if that was the case.
That is very ambitious, but I like your thinking, Finn. I like your thinking.
I love it as well. And also, guys, let us know once this loads up as well. Let us know if you're watching on repeat anyway. Let us know your start 11 predictions and your score predictions anyway. But I think we're going to end it there because we have been going for an hour. But thank you to everyone that has tuned in to this video. I actually massively appreciate it, guys. But Doug, where can we find you, mate, on the socials?
You can find me on the Dugout Football channel, closing in on 500 subscribers. I never thought, after having this for like a year and like 2 months, that I would ever be near 500. But the support recently has been absolutely fantastic. So thank you very much. And one of my videos has just reached 1.1k views, which is absolutely incredible. And that's only happened once before, and that was a Minamino video as well. So thank you very much for that. You can find me on Twitter at nrod99_1992. You can find me on Instagram at Douglas Dahlhorn, and you can find me on Facebook at Douglas James Horn.
You're not adding the other bit?
Well, obviously people will know basically where to come and subscribe to me, but obviously no, go and subscribe to Connor, because he's honestly his channel's growing like mine as well. So both of our channels are just small, but they are starting to grow. So yeah, but give Connor a follow on Twitter. Give the Cop Council a follow on a subscribe on YouTube as well. Yeah, because you're a cracking bloke, and you're a cracking friend. So I really do appreciate you having me on the channel.
Flirtation, I love it. But yeah, absolute pleasure having you on, mate. And guys, please, if you're not already subscribed to Doug, then please go and head over to the Dugout Football channel. Like he said, he's edging so close to 500 subscribers, and please go and make that possible as well. You know, say on one of his videos, you know, you come over from the Cop Council. You know, you never know. You never know. But yeah, thank you to everyone that has tuned in to this video. Like I said, if you could as well, please leave a like on this video. Let me know that you like it, and then you like the match preview shows as well. So if you could do that, massively appreciate it. And also as well, if you're new to the Cop Council, then please smash the subscribe button, and don't forget to enable notifications, because YouTube do not like notifications. They hate them. So remember to click that notification bell as well. But until next time, guys, that is going to be it from us. I've been Connor from the Cop Council, and let's fingers crossed Liverpool can win on Sunday and bring home 3 points from Stamford Bridge. I'll see you all later, Reds.